What's up, everybody? My name is Thomas Godwin with World Animal Foundations. Today I'm going to be talking about the 7 reasons to purchase a Halo 3 collar. Not going to beat around the bush, just going to cut right through it. 7 different reasons, one after the other. If you're in the market for a high quality smart collar device, then you're definitely going to want to check this out. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. One of my favorite features of the Halo 3 collar is not even a smart feature at all. In fact, it's probably one of the most mundane features to the outsider looking in, but to me, it's incredibly useful. My dogs are Dobermans. They have kind of narrow necks, so fitting, and getting the collar right, especially with a 2-finger width between the collar and your dog's neck, is important to me because I don't want it rotating around their neck while they're running around outside. But Halo has what's called the perfect fit system. And basically what that is here is whenever you get the collar like you want it, you're gonna have a lot of excess collar sticking out. And of course that's a pain in the butt. That's something you don't want. But if you go back and look at my Halo 3 collar review, you'll notice that when I do the unboxing, there are several items that come with it. One of them is a couple of these little things. Now this is the little end cap. It's the piece that fits onto this right here. Now I love this because it allows me to cut off all that excess with a pair of scissors or a box cutter or whatever. And you'll also see that this little clamp here comes with it as well. Now once I've finished cutting that, I can simply take this right here, this little end cap that I have right here, throw it on there, put the clamp on, clamp it down really good, and it's like the collar was never cut. It's perfect. It's slick, it's clean, it's intuitive, it's smart. You gotta love it. Another fantastic feature of the Halo 3 collar is the battery life. Now, Halo advertises it as 24 hours of battery life. In reality, you're probably getting more along the lines of 22, 23. Depends on how much you're actively tracking your dog and whatnot. And while that may not sound like a lot of battery, it really is. It's a matter of perspective. If you look at it like, what are these collars doing? You've got Wi-Fi, you've got Bluetooth, you've got the GPS signal, and you've got a cell connection, especially if you have your the subscription going. You've got universal cell connection. You got the AI machine learning. You got a bunch of different components working at the same time within these collars, especially communicating back and forth with the app. That's a drain on a battery. Just think about it on your smartphone. If you're using all those things at the same time, your battery drains quicker, and the batteries in these collars are smaller than what you're getting in a standard smartphone. So I think it's excellent battery life for what you need. The thing is, you come in, you take the collar off your dog, put it on the charger. This is especially true at night. When you come in, or when I bring the dogs in, they've gone out for the last time for the evening, and I'm about to go to bed, the collars go on the charger. Now I've got a 20-watt charger that I use for my iPhone and my iPad. I use the same thing for these because they're all USB-C. So they charge in about an hour to 3 hours tops, depending on how badly I've drained the battery. So when I wake up in the morning, the collars are good to go and the dogs can wear them all day. So one of the features of the Halo collar is that it's IP67 rated. Now that means that it should be able to be submerged into water up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. So we're gonna test it. Now that is definitely submerged, so it should be able to sit there for up to 30 minutes and be completely water resistant. Now, obviously, if water gets into the charging port, which is difficult because it's got a magnetic piece on there for the magnet charger, then you're gonna have to let it dry out. But other than that, the collar should be fine, and we'll test it once we pull it out here. Still operating. I like it. One of the best features of the Halo 3 is your ability to create virtual fences. Now you can draw these out like we've seen in the past, especially if you've seen some of my previous reviews, but you can also walk it out, a feature I really like, especially if you've got a lot of obstacles in your yard that you need to walk around a lot. You don't want to draw physical lines on your phone or your tablet, and you have to draw them through objects, physical objects that are sitting out here in the way. Instead, you could just walk it out. And when you do this, all you have to do is look for your collar on the app, which I'll show you. And once you find your collar and you're connected, all you have to do is hit Add GPS at the bottom of the screen, and it plots your first fence post. Then You simply walk, and as you're walking, I like to take the collar off my shoulder and shake it every now and then just to make sure I've got a good solid GPS signal. You walk it and you can see it going through, or you can see the line being drawn out as you go along. And when you get to your next point, as you can see on the app, you hit that add GPS sign again, or that add GPS symbol again, and it will plot your next fence post. Now you do this all the way through until you connect all 4 of your fence posts, or more if you need more fence posts. That's fine too. Health monitoring is definitely a big part of the Halo setup. Now that's something that you don't really get with any of the other big market collars out there. And I'm talking about like Spot On. Spot On's are more expensive collars, and in some ways it's a better collar, in some ways it's not. But one thing Spot On does not have is a robust activity tracking feature. Now, the Halo 3 isn't going to set new standards in, health and activity tracking for your dog, but it does have a set of pretty simple features that I think are a great addition to the collar. You've got your activity levels, how often your dog rests, how often your dog gets up, and it keeps all of that, breaks it down into a bar graph for you so you can open it up, look at each day of the month, and go through how much your dog is moving around in the backyard. Of course, every time your dog goes near the fence or anything, it keeps track of those alerts, and those alerts are stored on your smartphone in the app. So you can go over that and look at how many times, your dog may have gone out there and kind of tested his or her limits a little bit, and triggered the fence. All that stuff is saved on there as well. How much your dog's laying around in the yard not doing much. If you get your dog and you put the leash on, put the beacon on so you could deactivate the collar and take it for a walk. If you go farther I should say, than 500 meters, it will begin actively tracking how much you're walking your dog. So if you walk your dog, let's say you go on a daily jog or something, and you go 3 miles, 4 miles, it's going to track everything after 500 meters. So, and like I said, it breaks all that stuff down. Neat little bar graphs, colored. You got you'll have the graph up there on the screen for you to see as well. So it's a pretty neat feature. Like I said, it's not the most robust and in depth. It's not like an Apple Watch, monitoring your health or anything like that. But it does keep track of some interesting features, especially the kind of things that a dog owner would want to know, especially if maybe your dog stays outside while you're at work or things of that nature. Another nice feature I like about the Halo 3 collar, and I might have glossed over this earlier and just didn't elaborate on it when I was talking about the features, but the AI machine learning. Now that's something that comes with the Halo 3 collar here, but it's also a recent update on the Halo 2 Plus collar. So if you have one of these, you should be able to use it as well. Now basically what that is the AI in the collar takes reflective GPS, that's signals coming down from these satellites that are bouncing off of different things and coming your way. It's basically garbage signal. It's signal that you don't want to help locate and track your dog or see where your dog is in the yard at the time, especially if you're doing just basic activity monitoring inside your yard. But it gets rid of all those garbage signals, which usually would confuse some of the more affordable collars out there, and it might diminish their accuracy and their precision. Well, getting rid of all those garbage signals, those trash signals, helps improve the collar's accuracy. And I hope I showed that by walking out there, and giving you the screen recording and walking out there physically with the collar to show you that when I breached the virtual fence barrier that I created just for this instance, that it works just like it's advertised. And the reason I did it without putting it on the dogs is because I don't want to, I'm doing this just so you can see how effective the collar is. I don't want to alter what they perceive as their boundaries out there just so that I can show y'all how effective these collars are. So oftentimes I will go out there and just do it myself. That way the dogs still know, and then I'll revert back to my original fencing. That way the dogs know, what their actual boundary is, and I'm not confusing them. So very precise instruments, and I love the AI machine learning addition to it. I think it's fantastic. So Halo subscriptions. Now Halo, the way they work their subscriptions is a little more convoluted, and it's mostly because on their annual and their biannual subscriptions, they don't actually list the price. They just tell you how much it saves you per month, which I think is probably a little bit disingenuous, but it is what it is. So I went ahead and calculated them out for you. Since I don't have a photographic memory, you'll see my eyes dart over to the side so that I can read them out. Monthly, you've got $9.99 for just the bronze plan. For the silver plan, you got $14.99 a month, and for the gold plan, you got $19.99 a month. Now you jump over to the annual plan. Like I said, they don't calculate it out for you, so I went ahead and did that for you. The bronze plan is $101.88. The silver plan is $152.88. The gold plan is $203.88. And then finally, you have the 2-year option with Halo, and the 2-year option is a total of $191.76. The silver is $287.76, and the gold is $383.76. Now that sounds obviously like a lot of money, especially considering what you spent on a collar. Halo is absolutely useless without a subscription, so you have to go with one of those tiers, and it does save you the most money to go with the 2-year gold if you want all the extras that come with it. Yeah, it's $383.76, but you don't have to pay again for 2 years, or you won't have to worry about it. It's just a one-time payment. So that about wraps it up, folks. That's 7, to me, outstanding features that the Halo 3 collar offers that make it a must-have product. You've got your virtual fencing, which you can either walk out or you could draw out. You've got your activity tracking, something that some of the other big-name smart collars on the market do not include. And it's comprehensive health tracking. It breaks everything down into bars and graphs for you. You've got your advanced GPS technology. You've got your Fit Perfection system that I laid out. The AI machine learning that reduces satellite reflective signals. You've got the fairly extensive battery life, considering the type of collar that this is, and its overall durability and the fact that it's waterproof. To me, those are 7 very good reasons that you should look into the Halo collar. And with that being said, that's all I got for you today, folks. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to comment. I always try to jump on here and answer any questions or concerns you may have. Even if you just want to tell me one of your own stories, or if you're having problems with this equipment, I'm not customer service. I don't know how to take these things apart, put them back together from the inside out. But I'll do the best to help you that I can, and just talk about what these collars, how these collars work for our dogs, and whether or not you want to make that leap. So definitely feel free to jump on there. Got a lot more content coming up, so that like and subscription is definitely going to help us expand our videos and get things out there for y'all, get you some more knowledge, get you some more information, so you can make the right choice for the safety and well-being of your dogs. Appreciate you watching today, and everyone have a fantastic day.